Your body is not broken, weak, or failing you. In fact, it is constantly working to repair itself. Every cell, every tissue, every system, whether you notice it or not. The real question is whether your daily habits are helping that process or silently blocking it. Modern diets often keep the body stuck in survival mode, where managing stress and blood sugar takes priority over healing. But when the right foods are combined, they send a powerful biological signal that shifts the body into repair mode. In this video, you'll learn how a simple food combination can activate your body's natural ability to restore, renew, and protect itself from the inside out. Most people think of healing as something that happens after an illness or injury, but in reality, your body is repairing itself every moment you are alive. Cells are constantly being replaced, damaged proteins are being recycled, and tissues are quietly renewing themselves beneath the surface. The difference between a body that heals efficiently and one that struggles isn't age or genetics alone. It's whether the internal environment supports repair mode or keeps the body stuck in survival mode. One of the most overlooked triggers that determines this state is how foods are combined on your plate. Your body reads food not just as calories, but as information. Every meal sends biochemical signals that either increase inflammation, spike stress hormones, and demand quick energy, or calm the system, stabilize blood sugar, and allow long-term repair processes to activate. When the wrong signals dominate, your body prioritizes immediate survival. It diverts energy toward managing blood sugar swings, inflammation, and oxidative stress. In this state, repair becomes secondary. But when the right food signals appear together, your body receives permission to shift focus from defense to restoration. One of the most powerful signals for this shift comes from pairing healthy fats with plant-based foods rich in natural antioxidants and polyphenols. On their own, many plant compounds are difficult for the body to absorb fully. They pass through the digestive system, doing some good, but never reaching their full potential. Healthy fats change that entirely. They act as carriers, helping these compounds cross cell membranes and reach deep into tissues where repair actually happens. Once absorbed, these compounds interact with key cellular systems that regulate healing. One of the most important is autophagy, a built-in recycling process where damaged cell parts are broken down and reused. Autophagy keeps cells efficient, reduces the buildup of cellular waste, and slows age-related decline. Certain plant compounds gently stimulate this process, but their effect is dramatically enhanced when they are properly absorbed with fats. The result is a quiet but powerful increase in cellular cleanup and renewal. At the same time, this food combination activates metabolic pathways that improve how your body uses energy. Instead of pushing glucose rapidly into storage, the presence of fats and fibers slows digestion and stabilizes blood sugar. Stable blood sugar is one of the strongest signals of safety your body can receive. When glucose levels remain steady, stress hormones decrease, insulin sensitivity improves, and inflammation subsides. This stable internal environment is essential for repair mode to stay switched on. Inflammation is another major factor that determines whether repair can occur. Acute inflammation is useful for healing injuries, but chronic inflammation constantly drains the body's resources. Many people live in a low-grade inflammatory state caused by frequent blood sugar spikes, processed foods, and nutrient imbalances. Plant antioxidants help neutralize inflammatory signals, while healthy fats support cell membranes and hormone balance. Together, they reduce the background inflammation that quietly blocks repair processes. The gut plays a central role in this transition. Your digestive system is not just responsible for breaking down food, it communicates directly with your immune system, nervous system, and metabolic pathways. Polyphenols from plants feed beneficial gut bacteria, encouraging the production of compounds that reduce inflammation and strengthen the gut lining. Healthy fats support the integrity of intestinal cells, preventing unwanted particles from leaking into the bloodstream. When gut health improves, the immune system relaxes, freeing up energy for tissue repair throughout the body. This combination also influences mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are the energy-producing structures inside your cells, and their efficiency determines how well your body repairs itself. Oxidative stress damages mitochondria over time, reducing energy output and slowing healing. Plant antioxidants protect mitochondria from damage, while fats provide a clean, steady energy source that mitochondria prefer. When mitochondrial efficiency improves, cells gain the energy required to repair DNA, rebuild proteins, and restore normal function. The nervous system responds as well. Chronic stress keeps the body locked in a fight-or-flight state, which suppresses digestion, immunity, and repair. Stable blood sugar and anti-inflammatory signals help activate the parasympathetic nervous system, often called the rest and repair state. In this mode, digestion improves, sleep deepens, and cellular regeneration accelerates. Many people notice that when they eat meals built around these combinations, they feel calmer, more satisfied, and mentally clearer, not because of stimulation, but because stress signals are reduced. Over time, the effects accumulate. Skin cells renew more efficiently, joints recover faster after use, and muscles repair more completely between activity. Even organs like the liver and brain benefit from the reduced toxic load and improved nutrient delivery. These changes don't happen overnight, but they compound quietly, day after day, as repair mode becomes the default rather than the exception. This is why traditional eating patterns that naturally combine these foods have stood the test of time. They didn't rely on isolated nutrients or extreme rules. They worked because they supported the body's natural rhythms. Instead of forcing change, they removed obstacles to healing and allowed internal systems to function as designed. Repair mode is not something you have to chase with complicated protocols. It is something you allow by giving your body the right signals consistently. When healthy fats and plant compounds work together, they create an internal message of abundance and safety. And when your body feels safe, it does what it has always known how to do: repair, restore, and renew itself from the inside out. As repair mode becomes more active, the body begins responding in ways that many people don't immediately connect to food. Energy levels become more stable, not higher in a jittery way, but smoother throughout the day. Cravings begin to fade, especially for sugar and ultra-processed foods. This happens because the brain is no longer chasing quick energy to compensate for metabolic stress. When cells are properly nourished and blood sugar remains balanced, the brain receives consistent fuel and stops sending emergency hunger signals. One of the clearest signs that repair mode is engaged is improved hormonal communication. Hormones are chemical messengers, and they rely on healthy fats to function properly. Without adequate fats, hormone receptors become less responsive, and signals get distorted. When healthy fats are combined with antioxidant-rich plant foods, hormone sensitivity improves. Insulin works more efficiently, cortisol becomes better regulated, and hunger hormones like leptin and ghrelin regain balance. This hormonal harmony allows the body to prioritize healing rather than constantly reacting to internal imbalances. The liver plays a critical role in this process. It is responsible for detoxification, nutrient processing, and metabolic regulation. When overwhelmed by inflammatory foods and blood sugar spikes, the liver focuses on damage control. But when supported by this powerful food combination, the liver can redirect energy toward regeneration. Antioxidants help neutralize toxins, while fats support bile production, which is essential for digestion and toxin removal. Over time, liver cells regenerate more effectively, improving overall metabolic health. Muscle tissue also benefits significantly. Repair mode allows muscles to recover more completely between physical activity, even in people who are not highly active. Protein synthesis becomes more efficient when inflammation is reduced, and mitochondrial function improves. Healthy fats help regulate anabolic hormones, while plant compounds reduce oxidative damage caused by exercise and daily movement. This leads to stronger, more resilient muscles and reduced soreness over time. At the cellular level, DNA repair mechanisms become more active. Every day, your DNA is exposed to damage from environmental stressors, metabolic byproducts, and inflammation. Your body has built-in systems to repair this damage, but they require energy and a low-stress internal environment to function optimally. When blood sugar is stable, inflammation is reduced, and antioxidants are readily available, these repair enzymes work more efficiently, helping slow cellular aging and dysfunction. Sleep quality often improves as a result of consistent repair-supportive eating. Stable blood sugar prevents nighttime cortisol spikes that disrupt sleep cycles. Anti-inflammatory compounds calm the nervous system, making it easier to enter deep restorative sleep stages. During deep sleep, growth hormone is released, which plays a major role in tissue repair, immune function, and fat metabolism. Better sleep further amplifies repair mode, creating a positive feedback loop. The immune system becomes more intelligent rather than more aggressive. Instead of overreacting to minor threats or remaining constantly activated, immune cells become better regulated. This reduces autoimmune-like symptoms, frequent infections, and chronic fatigue. Polyphenols support immune cell communication, while fats help build and maintain immune cell membranes. A well-regulated immune system frees up energy that can be redirected toward long-term healing. Even the cardiovascular system responds. Blood vessels become more flexible when inflammation decreases and oxidative stress is reduced. Healthy fats support endothelial function, the thin lining inside blood vessels that controls blood flow and pressure. Plant compounds help prevent oxidative damage to this lining, improving circulation. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach tissues that need repair, including the brain, muscles, and organs. Over weeks and months, these effects compound. The body becomes more resilient to stress, both physical and emotional. Minor disruptions no longer trigger major fatigue or inflammation. Instead of constantly compensating, the body maintains balance more easily. This is the true power of repair mode. It doesn't just fix damage, it prevents future damage by improving efficiency and communication between systems. Importantly, this shift doesn't require perfection. Repair mode is not an on-off switch controlled by one perfect meal. It is a state that becomes more dominant when supportive signals appear consistently. Each meal that combines healthy fats with plant-based antioxidants reinforces the message. Over time, these signals outweigh the noise of stress and poor nutrition. The most remarkable aspect of this process is how natural it feels once it's established. The body stops fighting itself. Digestion becomes smoother, energy more reliable, and recovery faster. This isn't because the body is being forced into change, but because it is finally receiving what it needs to function as designed. Repair mode is not about doing more. It's about removing barriers. When you stop sending stress signals through unstable blood sugar and inflammatory foods and start sending calming, nourishing signals through intelligent food combinations, healing becomes the default. The body doesn't need to be convinced to repair itself. It only needs the right conditions. As repair mode continues to stay active, the body begins making deeper, more subtle adjustments that affect long-term health and aging. These changes are not dramatic or sudden, but they are profound. Systems that once operated inefficiently begin to synchronize. Organs communicate more clearly with each other, energy is distributed more intelligently, and the body becomes better at adapting to stress rather than breaking down under it. One of the most important long-term effects is how this state influences inflammation memory. Chronic inflammation teaches the immune system to remain on high alert, even when there is no real threat. Over time, this creates a pattern of overreaction that damages healthy tissue. When repair-supportive food combinations are consumed consistently, inflammatory signals gradually decrease. Immune cells begin to relearn what a normal response feels like. This retraining reduces flare-ups, unexplained aches, stiffness, and fatigue that many people assume are simply part of aging. Cell membranes also undergo repair and renewal. Every cell in your body is surrounded by a membrane made largely of fats. These membranes control what enters and leaves the cell and determine how well cells communicate. Poor quality diets damage membrane flexibility, making cells less responsive to hormones and nutrients. Healthy fats rebuild these membranes, while plant antioxidants protect them from oxidative damage. As membranes regain flexibility, cells respond more accurately to repair signals, making healing faster and more efficient. This improved communication extends to insulin signaling as well. Insulin resistance is not just a blood sugar problem, it is a communication breakdown between cells and hormones. When cells are inflamed or damaged, they stop responding properly. Repair mode restores insulin sensitivity by reducing inflammation and improving membrane health. Glucose is used efficiently for energy instead of being diverted into fat storage or triggering further inflammation. This shift supports metabolic health and reduces strain on the pancreas. The brain experiences its own form of repair and optimization. Neuroinflammation is a silent contributor to brain fog, mood instability, and cognitive decline. Plant-based antioxidants reduce this inflammation, while healthy fats support neuron structure and synaptic connections. Over time, neural signaling becomes more efficient. Many people notice better focus, improved memory recall, and a more stable emotional state. These changes reflect a brain that is no longer operating under constant stress. Another key benefit appears in connective tissues such as tendons, ligaments, and joints. These tissues receive less blood flow than muscles, which means they heal slowly when the body is inflamed or nutrient deprived. Repair mode improves circulation and nutrient delivery, allowing these tissues to recover and maintain elasticity. Reduced oxidative stress protects collagen structures, helping joints remain flexible and resilient over time. The skin often provides visible evidence that internal repair is happening. Skin cells renew constantly, but inflammation, oxidative stress, and nutrient deficiencies slow this process. When repair pathways are active, skin regeneration improves. The skin barrier becomes stronger, hydration improves, and tone becomes more even. This is not cosmetic change driven by external products, but a reflection of improved cellular turnover and reduced internal stress. The cardiovascular system continues to benefit as well. Blood vessels are highly sensitive to inflammation and oxidative damage. When repair mode is active, the endothelium, the inner lining of blood vessels, becomes healthier and more responsive. This supports better blood flow, healthier blood pressure regulation, and improved oxygen delivery throughout the body. These changes reduce long-term cardiovascular risk without forcing the body into extreme dietary stress. Perhaps one of the most powerful effects of sustained repair mode is how it changes the body's response to occasional stress or dietary mistakes. No one eats perfectly all the time, but when repair systems are strong, the body can recover quickly from disruptions. Instead of lingering inflammation or energy crashes, balance is restored efficiently. This resilience is a hallmark of a well-supported biological system. Importantly, repair mode does not require constant restriction or deprivation. In fact, chronic undereating or extreme dieting can shut repair down by signaling scarcity. The body cannot prioritize long-term healing when it believes resources are limited. Intelligent nourishment, especially through supportive food combinations, creates a sense of abundance at the cellular level. This sense of abundance allows the body to invest energy into maintenance and renewal. Over months and years, these effects compound into slower biological aging. Cells accumulate less damage, repair mechanisms remain active, and systems stay adaptable. Aging still happens, but it happens more gracefully with fewer breakdowns and longer periods of vitality. This is why populations that naturally eat these combinations experience not just longer lifespans, but longer health spans. The most important takeaway is that repair mode is not something reserved for special detox periods or health resets. It is meant to be your body's default state. Modern eating patterns often drown out repair signals with constant metabolic stress. By restoring simple, intelligent food pairings, you remove that interference. When the body is given the right signals consistently, it doesn't resist healing. It embraces it. Repair becomes continuous, quiet, and deeply effective. And over time, this steady renewal reshapes not just how you feel day to day, but how your body carries you through the years ahead. Healing doesn't require extremes, deprivation, or complicated rules. It begins when you stop overwhelming your body and start supporting its natural design. By choosing food combinations that stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and improve cellular communication, you allow repair mode to become your body's default state. Over time, this leads to better energy, stronger resilience, and slower biological aging. Your body already knows how to heal. It's been waiting for the right signals. Give it those signals consistently, and repair won't be something you chase. It will be something that happens naturally every single day.